That's going to be our last soda crack until after the Super Bowl. It's the last one before.
Yeah, buddy.
Welcome
Tastes
back
good.
to the Veteran and Rookie Podcast. I'm your veteran, Banana. This is your rookie here, John, who has his mic recording at the beginning this time. Awesome.
I do, yeah. It's sad. It's
You
a
know,
bit sad.
apologize to the folks at home.
I'm sorry. Okay, I was trying to get to that.
They already have to listen to you, and now they have to listen to you worse.
It's like right over here. Is that good? Do you
No. It's
So-
Super Bowl time.
It is Super Bowl time. It's a bit sad though. It's bittersweet because season's over.
Oh, man, dude, it's
Season
it's
just
so
started.
sad. It did.
It
I was so excited in August or September, and now it's going to be back into the cave.
Back into the cave.
Darkness.
But we'll be able to go outside in a couple months and play
The
our
Queen
own
died
football.
in week 1 on the same day as the first game of the season.
Nice.
And that doesn't feel like it was very long ago. And I'm upset that the season's ending.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It was a heck of a season though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's also like you look back and like, holy cow, week 3 was a long time ago. Or,
Yeah.
all the narratives and whatnot. The Colts beat the Chiefs in week 3. That happened.
Sure did. And they almost beat a lot of other people, but
The Colts almost beat the Eagles, so the Colts almost beat both Super Bowl teams. So really, and they only beat them they only lost the Eagles by 1. So
Yeah.
who's the real champions?
well, they also lost to the Texans by 1. So, and they tied the Texans.
give the Colts the Lombardi now. You might as well. And they had a 33-point lead on the Vikings. So
They
who are
did
one of the
have
NFC's top teams?
Matty Ice and Perk Thuggins battling it out for who's the most mid quarterback.
So just give it to the Colts now. I think they deserve to be champions.
Yeah, sure.
They got screwed out of the playoffs.
For sure. We weren't really planning on this, but you want to tell us like your favorite moment or something cool you saw this year that you thought was
Well,
interesting?
the best part of the year was Cowboys Week 10, Cowboys-Packers.
Yeah, we went to that.
We
game.
were at that game. That is my top NFL moment, just because I was there.
It was
I
It was
wasn't
really
watching
fun.
it on TV. Game-winning field goal coming right towards us after a 14-point comeback. Cowboys had never. They were like 195-0 when leading by 14 or more in the fourth quarter, and then we were there to watch them be 195-1.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Being a reformed Cowboys fan, I'm sorry that I rooted against the Packers. I still don't like the Packers, but I'm forgive me for
You're not for the Cowboys.
I'm not for the Cowboys.
Yeah, that was awesome. Hopefully the first of many games we'll go to, but that was sick. And no matter what happens with Rodgers this season, if he retires, if he goes to another team, whatever, I got that off my bucket list. I got to see him play live as a Packer.
Yeah, and he broke a really long streak for the Cowboys and
broke a really long streak for the Packers. They were on a 5-game losing streak. I remember going into that game because that was after the Detroit game where Rodgers threw 3 interceptions. And I was like, man, are we going to go to the game where like Aaron Rodgers gets benched? Like if he does that again,
that'd be crazy, man.
like I was like, well, at least I'll have that. Maybe I'll watch Jordan Love's like one of his first career touchdowns or something. And instead, they came out and they did their thing, and especially in the fourth quarter, like I said, down by 14, I was like, this was fun. And then Christian Watson just became him, and
yeah, Moss.
he took that game by storm. I am like a Christian Watson fan for life now, just because I was at that game, and I almost bought his jersey, but jerseys are expensive. But
They're
I
way
want
too
to buy his jersey at some point when it's not $130, and I can get it like at Goodwill or something.
Yeah, in like 20 years when he's retired.
Going to the Hall of Fame.
After his 2 seasons that were good and he broke his meniscus and then
He still played for 20 years.
okay, sure. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that was a really fun moment.
What was one of your top moments?
I don't know. I kind of just felt sad the whole year because like at the beginning of the year we were getting we weren't winning the division, the Bills, and we were losing to the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
The
The
Dolphins
butt pump, and you still lost after the butt pump.
Yeah, and it just kind of looked bad. And I think I said it on the podcast. I thought
On
that
the David episode.
I thought that the Dolphins were going to beat the Bills for the
division
AFC East.
I mean, they almost beat him in the playoffs. So
Yeah, that was Again, not
I mean,
the best.
when the Bills almost lost to a guy named Skyler, we should have known they were going to be done against the Bengals. But we didn't think that.
Yeah. I feel like it's good that that's my team, though, because they're so hot and cold, and I'm so hot and cold in sports. So
Yeah,
it
exactly.
makes sense.
It's like the team is like an embodiment of who you are.
I am Josh Allen.
You are
He's a
without the cannon,
he's a bit taller and a bit better at throwing, but
and he's a
besides
bit
that,
better at like everything. He can grow a better mustache, and
I don't know about that. He has a pretty bad. His mustache is.
at least you can see his.
He's just darker hair than me.
For those of you who don't know, he can't. John here can't grow facial hair. He's never shaved in his life.
Literally, there's stubble. I shaved yesterday. There's stubble.
Wow, that's awesome.
Shut up. I hate you. Anyway, frick.
Yeah. Let's see. Patrick Mahomes will probably be the MVP.
Yeah,
And
which
he's
is
gonna be
disappointing.
going to the Super Bowl for the third time in 4 years.
Yeah, hopefully it's the second time he loses in 4 years.
Whoa.
Or hopefully not. I don't know. I don't know who I want to win. We'll get to that in a bit. But
I guess so. This is something you wanted to hit, though, with Patrick Mahomes, and it's something we've talked about on the podcast before of, like, where would you place him all time? Like, it doesn't even matter, like, the Super Bowl coming up or whatever, but just, like, if tonight there was an announcement that Patrick Mahomes slipped on ice in Arizona and
die.
his leg fell off and he had to get it surgically removed and he was forced to retire.
Well, he'd still probably play on one leg and be better than
I mean,
most
he's already
people.
doing that, but
Yeah.
like for whatever reason, he never plays another game. Where would he be all time?
I heard a lot of terrible opinions putting him. I saw a video and I was trying to get it to for Benet to watch before the podcast. I couldn't find it, but it was a video of this guy. He was talking about people and they're just terrible rankings of them. Like a lot of people put him in their top 5. At
Yeah, no,
4,
not top 5.
At
No.
4, some people put him at 5, and I saw somebody put him at
What?
1.
Okay,
Like
that's
an actual analyst. And
no, that's clout
Blasphemy.
chasing. He's just looking for comments to get his algorithm up and all that.
I don't know, but
Either
regardless,
that or he's genuinely retarded.
yeah, like you can't put him above
You're not putting him above Brady.
because you have to have Brady in 1. You can put Breeze or you can put Montana.
No, you don't put Breeze at 2.
No, why not?
No.
Okay, there are Breeze, Manning, Favre, Montana, and Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers.
You're just looking at pass leaders all the time.
There's names here, okay? There's names here that I'm looking at.
I would go Brady 1, Montana 2, Manning 3, and then probably Rodgers 4.
Who's 5?
But I don't have a 5. Maybe like a Dan Marino, maybe a John Elway. I don't have a solid list yet. So come back to me in the offseason.
Yeah, but the names I listed are like consensus top 10 people.
They're all better than Mahomes right now, all time.
Yeah.
Because Mahomes is only 27. Longevity is part of it.
In his prime right now, he stacks up pretty well against some of these people.
Sure,
in
like
their
when you
primes.
watch him on the field, when you give him the eye test.
Yeah, and like numbers wise per season, he just had the best passing season of all time.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he passed for I think 40 here. I think let me check.
40, like 3 touchdowns or something.
41
41,
touchdowns and 12 interceptions, which 12 interceptions isn't the best, but 41 touchdowns makes up for it.
He threw 12 last time he won the MVP.
Yeah, I think he'll definitely win it this year, and if not, I think he gets robbed.
Oh, yeah, if Hurts gets it.
If Hurts gets it, he gets robbed.
Because there's no
I
one else,
wouldn't-
really.
I wouldn't be too upset if it went to Justin Jefferson.
Aaron Rodgers. Just really?
Yeah. I think the
Oh.
MVP always goes to a quarterback, and I think there should be a quarterback
Sure,
award.
but I think that this is a year where it should go to Mahomes.
I agree. But
I
I'm
don't
saying
think Justin
if it,
Jefferson
if
should
it
be
didn't, it would go. I think that would be
I
my
think
pick.
no, because if you're going to give it to any receiver like Cooper Kupp last year
Yeah,
or
he
something
got
like
robbed.
that, he was better
robbed.
than Justin Jefferson was this year.
Yeah, I suppose. Justin Jefferson didn't really, show up for that last game
Yeah.
against Green
But
Bay.
one thing that Pro Football Reference has here is you can just compare careers all time, And so I think a good comparison for Mahomes is someone like Rodgers when you look at least like his skill set and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And Mahomes averages almost 50 yards more per game than Rodgers, 0.3 touchdowns more, so a little bit more touchdowns per game.
Yeah.
A little bit more interceptions. He gets sacked less though.
He dances in the pocket. He's really
Rushing
mobile.
yards a little bit less, or no, they're about the same as Rodgers. You can't really compare their career stats just because Rodgers has been playing for so much longer. But I mean, even just looking at those averages there, like Mahomes is easily on pace to beat out Rodgers, and he really just needs like another Super Bowl and another MVP and to play 10 more years, and he'll easily beat him out.
I think he could win this Super Bowl. I'm not saying he will. I'm not saying I don't think he will, but I think he could. And I think he could go on if he plays another 10 years. I think he could get at least 2 more Super Bowls. And probably 3 or 4 appearances.
I see him right now on the trajectory his career is on is retiring as the number 2. Just because I don't think he's going to win as many Super Bowls as Brady. He would have to either win like 5. I'd say he'd have to win 5 minimum to even be considered at the top spot, and have like at least 4 MVPs and several records.
Peyton Manning has 4 MVPs.
He's got 5. He's only got the 2 rings though.
Yeah.
So,
but he lost to Brady though in the playoffs 2 times, 3 times.
It's got to be more than that. He lost a lot of playoff games.
He lost a lot of playoff games, but he lost 2 to Brady, and I think he won 3
Patrick
against him.
Mahomes is 27. When Peyton Manning was 27, he hadn't even won a playoff game yet.
Yeah. And then he came back after he had an injury and played again for the Broncos.
I mean, yeah, I think if anyone's going to beat Peyton Manning's record of 55 touchdowns in a season, it would be Mahomes, especially with the extra game now.
Yeah.
So maybe he does that at some point.
I think he needs a receiver to do that. He needs a good receiver out there.
I mean, he threw more touchdowns this year than he did last year without Tyreek Hill. So, although, yeah, definitely like having those big weapons helps.
He relied a lot on Kelsey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kelsey's balling out, dude.
Kelsey could be the best tight end ever.
Yeah, I think if he gets plays for a few more years, maybe.
Cause
I don't know his numbers wise.
I can't remember. Just touchdowns wise, he's creeping on it. I know. I can't remember his name, but it starts with a G.
Tony Gonzalez.
It's Gonzalez. Yeah, he has
Another Chief.
He's 111 passing or
passing touchdowns.
Yeah, it's passing touchdowns. So
let me compare their stats real quick here.
Yeah, go right ahead. I think Mahomes is on trajectory, like you said. I think he could be number 2. I think he could be number 1. I want him to be number 1, personally.
Mahomes?
Yeah.
Because, for now you do.
Yeah, I'll hate him later. But
until, he wins a bunch of Super Bowls and becomes the new Brady, and the fact that he just wins all the time.
And the fact that Josh Allen can't get to the Super Bowl because of him and Burrow.
Yeah. Right now, Tony Gonzalez has 5,000 more yards than Kelsey. He also has 111 touchdowns. Kelsey's got 69.
Dang, I didn't know it was
so
that big.
He's still pretty far above him. And then, to say the only other guy you could really say is the best tight end ever would be Gronk. I would put Tony G above him. And then numbers-wise, Kelsey actually has 1,000 more yards than Gronk, but Gronk has 92 touchdowns. Baller. And he also has the single-season record. He caught 17 in a season, which I think the next closest by a tight end is like 13.
How many did Kelsey have this year?
Let's see.
I know he had a lot. He at least fantasy points wise, and it doesn't really correlate, but fantasy points wise, he
had 12, which is a career high.
That's pretty good, man, for a tight end.
Oh yeah, but still, like it's not even close. I would say he could go down as the number 2. It's gonna be tough to beat Tony G.
How long did he play for?
Gonzalez?
Yeah.
I guess I can check.
That would probably help.
It would.
How long has Kelsey been in for?
2013.
2013. So this is his 10th year then.
Gonzalez played from 97 to 13, so 17 years.
Dang. Yeah.
With the Chiefs and the Falcons.
Yeah, so
it's going to be a long way for Kelsey. The thing Kelsey has is rings, but I mean that's really only an argument used for quarterbacks. Like, because if you're a great tight end and you play for a bad team, then like there's only so much you can do. The quarterback is really the only position, and I guess maybe if you have a really good running back that can really carry an offense. Other than that, like if you're a tight end or a receiver, you're stuck on a bad team, then that's
Even
just
if you
where
have
you are.
a really good running back, you can't do much with it. I'm thinking of the Lions when they had
Barry Sanders, yeah, like
Barry Sanders.
that'd be the only other position on offense I think could carry. And even then, like if you can't pass, and then the defense just focuses on the run, so like you really need you need at least an above average quarterback if you want to do anything, obviously. But yeah, that's why rings are more of a quarterback stat, I guess, even though it is a team game. But quarterbacks can carry a lot more than any other position.
Where do you think you'd put Mahomes all time right now? For reference, I'll give you where he lies, stats wise. Stats wise, right now with his 5 years playing, he is at 58 for touchdowns with 192, and then for passing yards, he's at 84 with 24,000 yards. So with that being said, I think he's above 50th of all time because just the way he's playing and the way how quickly he got to that.
Yeah, he's having one of the best starts to his career. I mean, can't really call it a start anymore because it's been 5 years. I mean, I guess you could. Depends how long he plays, I guess. But, I mean, when you look at the beginning of his career, I mean, you can only really compare it. I've seen it compared to Dan Marino and Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Marino with the numbers, and then Warner had some fantastic numbers. He had a really late start to his career, but he won 2 MVPs out of the first 3 years that he was starting and went to 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah. And I'm looking right here. If you double his playing time to 10 years and you double all his stats, he would be close to Roethlisberger in touchdowns with almost 400. And Roethlisberger played for 17 years. And then he would be just below Matthew Stafford. And Matthew Stafford's still playing. And he'd be,
for yards
wise, he'd be just below 50,000.
And what was that you just added? 10 years, or you doubled it?
I doubled it to 10 years.
You doubled it.
So he plays 10 years, and Warren Moon has 50,000 yards, and he played for 16 years. So I don't know. Maybe he'll get better or fall off. Or
this is
whatever.
not a solid list from me. This is kind of off the dome.
Off the dome piece. Let's hear it.
I'm going Brady 1. I'm going to go Montana 2. Then I'm going to go Manning, Rodgers, Marino at 5. We'll go Elway 6, Favre 7, Unitas. I would put Unitas above him still at 8.
Roethlisberger?
Probably Breeze at 9.
Not Roethlisberger?
No, not Roethlisberger.
You don't think Roethlisberger...
And then I might put Steve Young at 10. So maybe he could surpass Steve Young.
Currently?
Yeah, if he especially if he wins the Super Bowl and or the MVP this year.
So you think for sure he'd go to the Hall of Fame after this season?
I don't know. It's kind of if there was anyone he would overpass on that list, it would probably be like a Steve Young.
Is Steve Young in the Hall?
Yeah.
The Hall
of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Young, 49ers, won 2 MVPs. He won, I think, 3 Super Bowls, but only one of them starting. The other 2 was behind Montana.
So just like, what's his name, who plays for the Niners now? Or he did? I can't remember his name. Pretty boy.
Jimmy Garoppolo?
Garoppolo has a couple rings because he
sat behind Brady, yeah. But then he could have gone out and won his own, and then he overthrew Emmanuel Sanders against the Chiefs.
Good stuff.
Good stuff, Jimmy. But yeah, except Steve Young was a Hall of Fame talent, and Jimmy's more of a game manager. A good one, but he's not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe Mahomes would crack 10 this year.
That's crazy with 5 years under his belt.
It's insane. What he's doing is, has it? I don't know if it's ever been seen before. Because I mean, Brady, sure, he had won 3 Super Bowls early in his career, but for a good chunk of those, he was good. But he
was
was.
mid.
I don't think he was ever really in like the MVP conversation. I mean, I don't remember what the MVP conversation was in 2003, but I don't
remember
think
anything in 2003.
I don't remember much. But yeah, he was more of a almost like a game manager with a fantastic team. That those early Patriot defenses were incredible, and he had good weapons on offense. And that's not to take anything away from Brady, but like
But to take anything away from
exactly
Brady,
like I am. Like he was on a really stacked team, and then by the mid 2000s is when he really developed into an MVP. Like when he threw 50 touchdowns in 2007, and that's when Brady really started hitting his stride.
Yeah,
So-
if you look at his numbers over those couple first years and even later in his
because he was
career,
throwing like 20 touchdowns a season.
yeah,
and
and that's not terrible, but like it's not.
it was also a different time. That was a lot more standard, I guess. It's like 20 touchdowns, nice, instead of like that's all you could do.
yeah, less games though back then.
One less game, yeah, and a lot more running.
When did they add 16 games?
Late 70s.
Oh, okay, so just one. Just
Yeah,
one game
just
less.
it's not a huge difference, but yeah, I think Mahomes maybe, but yeah, the start of his career has been insane with the combination of the Super Bowls and the MVPs, or Super Bowl and MVP, but both
MVPs.
those could also both become plural in less than a week.
And he definitely. I'm not gonna say he should have won his other Super Bowl, but
It wasn't his fault.
He was doing his darndest, man. He was really doing good. Well, he was trying his best. He did that floating pass sideways.
Oh yeah, that was, even though it was like an incomplete pass, that's got to be the best incompletion I've ever seen. He hit Tyreek Hill in the face mask
Which is crazy.
as he's like 90 degrees vertical to the ground. He's kind of just almost like pushing it forward like 30 yards downfield past like two defenders.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain he was like, "That's a sack. I'm done running," and then it just hit him in the face.
Yeah, it was his receivers were not helping him that day.
Yeah, which is weird for Tyreek Hill because Tyreek Hill's a really good receiver.
Or Kelsey had drops in that game too. Like they were just not there today or 2 years ago.
2 years ago, and then they're back.
They're back
And
again.
they almost went last year.
They almost did. So I guess speaking of the Chiefs in the Super Bowl this year, what are you thinking about Super Bowl Big O 57?
I was gonna say some stuff about Jalen Hurts.
Oh,
but-
go for it.
Yeah, he's at quarterback.
Okay, nice. So what are your thoughts?
I think he could be a Hall of Famer. I don't think he'll ever be in the top 10 conversation.
I mean, it's way too early in his career.
It's way too early in
to
career.
know
but
anything.
we were saying, I mean, it's really early in Patrick Mahomes' career.
Yes,
too.
but like it's way too early in Hurts' career to be talking about anything. That's like talking about Carson Wentz as a future Hall of Famer in 2017.
Man, what
The
you-
Super Bowl, or the MVP runner-up on the Eagles who goes and wins the Super Bowl and whatnot. So
Sure, whatever. He could be a really good quarterback.
oh, for sure. Yeah, if he keeps up what he's doing for the next
He keeps up his
10
running.
to 15 years.
He could do what Lamar did, get himself an MVP, 1,000 yards rushing.
Yeah,
He could do good next year.
become the second Eagles quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards.
That's a bummer.
You know, a stat that I absolutely love is the Bears are one of the oldest teams in NFL history. 1920,
Yeah,
over 100 years.
yeah.
They're the only team in NFL history to never have a 4,000-yard passer.
Dang.
Houston Texans established 2002, several of them. Jaguars, Panthers. Oh, they all did it. The Bears still haven't.
That is rough.
17-game season, doesn't matter.
How many yards did can't remember his name for the life of me.
I guess not.
Their quarterback,
Which one?
the Bears,
Justin Fields?
Justin Fields. How many yards did he throw for this year?
Maybe 3,000. He missed a handful of games though, too.
Yeah,
Let me
that'll
see.
Do it.
Boom.
He could be good. He could develop into a really good quarterback too.
I think he's going to.
the problem is he doesn't know how to throw.
He threw for 2,200 yards, 17 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
How many rushing fellows did he get?
He had 1,100.
Yeah.
So that's where he's really is a threat, and he's got a beautiful deep ball too.
yeah. What?
What? He does.
It's that beautiful ball, like man.
He does, and I hate it. And I hope he's nothing against him. I just hate the Bears, so I hope he's bad. But I don't. I think he's gonna be good.
I think he needs to learn how to throw better because sometimes he throws like an ape.
Yeah, he does.
He throws like you throwing to me.
Yeah, that's how it is. Like right to the defense.
Yeah. The only time Benet ever throws to me when we're playing football is when I'm on the defense.
Oh, it was a dot too.
It was a dot. I'm going to tell the story.
Okay,
so
tell us.
we were playing football, pickup football
On the ice.
on the ice the other day at our college.
The college that we go to.
That we go to on occasion to play football.
Yes.
We don't attend. But we were playing football with our buddies, and I was on the opposite team,
Defense.
defense,
I was quarterbacking.
and I was at safety, and our buddy was at
2-on-2.
2-on-2, and my other buddy was at corner, and he had his man.
My
and-
buddy was at receiver.
Yep, and you keep talking, but and and me and the receiver had cleats on, and then my other friend who was on defense with me did not.
Yes.
So we were hike the ball, start running out, and there's a nasty cut by the wide receiver, and he cuts in.
we'll call him Soda.
Soda Boy cuts in, and it's my opportunity now to
get burned.
to go underneath because he's open there.
And he was butt naked.
He was butt naked, wide, and I was like, "Dang, where's my guy?" And I look over, and there's feet in the air, and, and he had slipped.
That's
and
not
his
where your
feet-
feet are supposed to be.
No, they're supposed to be right behind the guy you're chasing, but his feet were 10 yards behind him and straight up in the air, and he was falling onto his back, and I started laughing, and I'm not going to say I wouldn't have lost my guy anyway, but it made it worse.
Yeah.
And so there was about 5 feet, 10 feet of separation between me and the receiver. And I see
steps.
2 steps, yeah. And I see the ball coming, and it's not coming for the receiver. It's coming for me. And I said, "Oh, okay, all right." So I don't know what happened with Benea.
I don't either.
Maybe he lagged. He didn't load the
I think I
chunks
was
in.
lagging, yeah. I
So
thought Andrew was still Soda Boy was still back.
He threw it well behind Andrew Soda and into my arms like a child. And
My only hope was that you laughing with you laughing is you would have dropped it.
No, I didn't start laughing until
But
I caught it, and then I looked at you, and I think I could have got a pick six there if I started
Yeah,
running.
you fell over.
I caught it and I fell on my butt, and I started hysterically laughing. So sorry, but that's just
Most accurate throw I think I've ever had you. It was a dot.
yeah. So Benet is really good at throwing footballs.
Yeah.
That's Justin Fields for you. We're gonna do a fun draft here today.
Oh, you want to?
If you want to, you don't have to if you don't want to.
I guess we can do one.
do one here. Yeah. Again, if you guys don't know how this works, but you can go first.
We just got the little spinny wheel. You've probably seen it on like TikTok and whatnot, where it's like gives you a random NFL team and you say, "Oh, I want the Bears. I want their quarterback," and then you take it and then you try to make the best team you can.
And then we sim it in Madden 21, and then we
We
go
don't actually do
4 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 2 extra games. I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the wheel. So
We have all the positions on offense, and then we have O line instead of
yeah, 2
offensive line.
receivers, tight end, a running back, quarterback, O line, special teams, and defense.
And then I first off got the Miami Dolphins. Miami
Miami.
Dolphins. What happened? I'll take Tyreek Hill as my first receiver.
Okay, that's a good pick.
I like Tyreek Hill. He's the number 2 or number 1 receiver, depending on how you look at it. So I'll take him.
I got the San Francisco 49ers. I'm going to take the best defense in the league.
That's cool.
You're up next.
Thanks. You just kind of stopped talking.
Was that
I
supposed to
got the
keep talking?
Titans. I'll take my running back now because I don't like the Titans at all, and I hate them. But Derrick Henry's a good running back, and he wasn't in the Pro Bowl.
He wasn't, yeah.
That was so weird to
Well,
watch.
wasn't he? Wasn't he third team?
Well, he was supposed to be on the
Or
field.
did he not go?
Well, no, he was like the third string or whatever to go there, and I didn't see him on the field at all because it was just receivers and tight ends out there.
Oh.
They just like threw it to him because it's flag football, and then all the defensive linemen and stuff were
Yeah.
just on the sidelines.
They were just chilling. I also got the Miami Dolphins now. I'm going to take Mike Gesicki to be my tight end.
What? You could have taken Waddle.
Yeah, I know. I went with Gesicki. He's a very underrated talent. He's coming off a bad year, but I don't think he fits in Miami's system.
He's weird.
He's been good before, and he's got a killer gritty.
Shut the frick up. Dang it, I got the Niners.
Why are we getting each other's teams?
I'm not
I got the Niners
too
first.
happy about that right
You
now.
just took your running back.
Just took my running back and CMC.
Brock Purdy. Take him.
No, I'll take my tight end here.
That's good.
That is good. I think I like this pick that I did.
Good on you
Thank you.
for landing on a good team.
Thanks.
Hopefully, I do the same thing. And oops, I kizzied all over the place. I got the Houston Texans.
You suck.
I'll take my receiver Brandon Cooks because that is the only player we ever take from the Texans.
I took their special teams once.
Probably because I already took Brandon Cooks.
Oh, the Browns.
Nice, Deshaun Watson right here, right now.
Oh man,
I already took your running
defense
back.
is all right.
Yeah, they got some talent on there. They were really bad this year, but Myles Garrett.
Yeah. How's their special teams?
Okay.
How's their O line?
I think they got a solid O line.
I'll take O line here then.
Okay, I'll get that down before I do my turn.
You're just using filler words right now. So the wheel is spinning and the wheel is choosing, and it's gonna slow down here, and then you haven't even spun the wheel yet.
Because I write down all the crap. That way we know
well,
who's
that's
got what.
It's my fault though.
Arizona Cardinals. I guess I'll go Hopkins.
Why are you upset about that? Do you have
No, because we always get the exact same players every time.
Yeah, because that's the good players to get.
It is.
Seahawks. Just about when you were talking about the same players.
Mm-hmm. I know who you're taking.
Yeah, I'm taking Metcalf. So
Got it.
that's a good receiving core. If I do say
That's a
so
good
myself.
one. You got Hill and Metcalf.
I got Hill, Metcalf, and then my tight end is Swell.
Kittle.
Kittle's
I get Seattle Seahawks right after you. That's funny how that
Do
happens.
you want my other second?
I already had
receiver?
I already had both receivers.
Oh, you could take Walker. Walker's really good.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker. Yeah,
Kenneth
he's
Walker.
really good. I still need
Offensive Rookie of the Year, maybe.
maybe. There's a good chance it is. Yeah, I'll go Kenneth Walker, I think. I was thinking maybe special teams, but I like Kenneth Walker there.
Kenneth Walker, sometimes when he's running, it looks like he's walking on, like, sunshine. And
He's just chilling on Rainbow Road.
Yeah, it looks like he's, like, just walking on air, and he kind of just, like, boom, 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 boom. And I saw a video about it and how he doesn't actually plant his feet. He kind of just, like, tiptoes when he's making, like, back and forths. And the guy
It's
who
like a ballerina.
yeah, and the dude was like, yeah, this is really cool, and he gets around people, but one day we're just going to see his ankles disintegrate on the field. So,
Yeah.
so that's not ideal.
So have fun watching him while you can.
Yeah, because he's in his rookie year. So
Yeah.
the Rams.
Ooh.
I don't know how I feel about this because last year, like every position was good for the
Mhm.
Rams, but this
They
year,
still got most of those guys there.
yeah, okay, without injuries. Then
Yeah,
So
we
I'm gonna
keep
take
injuries
defense.
around.
I'm gonna take defense because they have one of the best defensive linemen
And
ever.
a really good corner that wasn't as good this year, but he's still solid. Pro Bowl alternate,
Yeah, Pro Bowl alternate. Yeah, I think they
worth
can,
something.
They can do me good with my offense just pounding on it out there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, there we go. I almost took Geno earlier. Glad I didn't. Kansas City Chiefs, give me Mahomes.
dang it, man!
I think that's the first time I've got Mahomes.
I am upset now.
I'm
And
very
I'm
happy. Did you get the Chiefs?
No, I got the Bears.
Justin Fields,
No,
quarterback right here.
I have
1,000 rushing yards.
crap. I only have
You got your receivers, you got your running back, you got your tight end, your offensive line, your defense. You need a quarterback, and you need special teams.
Oh man, I gotta take special teams then.
Oh, they're not good.
Yeah, but it's better than having a terrible quarterback.
I think
So-
he'll be good. If you're willing to let your team develop over the course of the next 5 years.
I gotta put my trust in whatever
In the
comes
wheel.
next, in the
gives
wheel.
you the Texans. Please give you the Texans.
I really would rather not.
All right, my spin is up. I got the Baltimore Ravens.
You got the Ravens special teams there.
Probably, yeah. Let's see. I already got my my quarterback, my running back, my receivers. Yeah, I need an offensive line, and I need special teams. Yeah, give me Justin Tucker.
Oh, you need two? You need two places? What do I then I need two
You
places,
just
don't
need a quarterback now because you went first.
I? Okay. I'm gonna kill
Who's your
myself.
quarterback?
Gosh dang it, man! The Panthers.
Do you want Sam Darnold or PJ Walker?
I'll take Sam Darnold.
Okay, yeah,
He's
he was
younger.
better this year.
He's younger. He can develop, especially with really good targets out there, and one of the best running backs in the game. Just bulldoze people, and I think we can do it. But that's going to be really hard against your defense.
Okay, I need to take a special, and this is my offensive line.
There's no risk in that. We could always take quarterback
And
last.
It's the Minnesota Vikings. It's not a great one, but yeah, that'd be a fun twist to do next time.
Yeah, next
Maybe
time.
when hopefully we'll have David on next week. We've been trying to get him on for a few times, but he hates us
Yeah, that's true.
and doesn't want to be on. He can't be on the show
Because
but
he
we're
hates
gonna
us.
capture him next time. Hopefully, get his reaction to an Eagles loss.
Yeah, that's so true.
So yeah, I think that's a W for me.
Yeah, I think if I got a better quarterback, it would have been a different story. But it's not the story that's different. It's the story that's the same.
It's the same old song.
Same old song. Now we're on to
The big one,
the big boy. The big boy. The
granddaddy of them all.
granddaddy with Rihanna at the Super Bowl.
That what?
Rihanna.
Oh yeah, she is there.
She's definitely there.
She's one of the people there.
I'm sure other people are also there.
No, I don't think so. I think it's only Rihanna watching.
Okay.
So the Super Bowl's coming up. The Kelsey Bowl, the Andy Reid Bowl, the whatever you want to call it bowl. The two black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl.
Nick Bosa
There's
is
so many things
upset.
that people are calling this game. I'm going to call it Super Bowl 57 over in Arizona. And it's the Chiefs and the Eagles. And it is kind of boring, I guess, that it's 2 1 seeds, but also like that happens. I mean, last year we got 2 4 seeds, which is it was something like the lowest combined number of seedage or something like that. Like if you add their numbers up, it's the highest number or something. I heard. I don't think it's true either.
But what if you had 2 7 seeds?
Well, then that'd be 14. But it's never happened before. It was talking about happened, but I'm pretty sure when the Packers went, the Steelers were a 3 and the Packers were a 6, which equals 9.
Which
So,
equals
9.
9. Yeah.
Quick maths, and so that's higher than 8. So I think the people
Sure
last year
is.
were capping. Either way, 1 seeds, and I mean, while it is a little boring, it is the 2 best teams in the NFL. Like there's not really any question.
No.
The 49ers. Is that what you're gonna
49ers
say?
are better than the Chiefs. As
The
a
49.
team.
If Brock Purdy plays that game, they only lose by 10,
Okay.
maybe 7.
Okay, maybe that happens. Regardless, they are a better team overall than the Chiefs. The Chiefs are Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
Sure, yeah, then the Chiefs. Eagles are very good though.
Can't say that they're best 2 teams in the NFL.
I think the Eagles are the best team in the NFL.
Sure.
So that's what I'm saying.
So what's your prediction for this Super Bowl? What are you thinking?
Prediction for the Super Bowl. I went
First
through.
quarter, how's it go?
I went through and looked at some numbers and whatnot first. The Chiefs have allowed 99 plus rushing yards in 4 of their last 5 games. I put 99 because the Raiders only got 99 against them. So they were actually pretty good against Las Vegas when they played week 18 or something like that. They've been very hot and cold against the run. They were great against the Bengals in the AFC Championship, though. They shut down Joe Mixon.
and then Joe Mixon beat some lady or something.
No, he pointed a gun at him or something.
Oh, that's a little bit
But he's
different.
good at football, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
And then obviously the Eagles, they're one of the best run teams in the league. I thought they were number 1, but then I looked at the numbers. They're only number 5. But 147 rush yards per game is pretty dang good. And so I don't think that the Chiefs are going to be able to slow them down too much. Maybe they hold them to only 120 yards. But I think the Eagles running the ball, especially with Hurts and then the running backs,
Oh, really?
bringing you the top tier analysis here. I think they're going to still do good at running, obviously.
Yeah, I think even with them being, 5th running,
I think they're still the best.
I think they're the best at running.
And
Even-
because they got great running backs, and then the rushing quarterback too, because that adds a whole other dimension to it.
And you know what helps a lot? That O-line.
Oh yeah, like that offensive line is so good. Like,
really good.
is it one of the best offensive lines of all time, or
It's
is that
up-
recency bias? I don't know. I'd have to look at the best offensive lines of all time.
It's upsetting how good they are sometimes because they can just quarterback sneak for
With the
like
double cheek
20
push.
yards. And
they should run that every play.
if they can get 3 yards every play with that,
Oh yeah,
Just do it.
Just do it it'd be a really long and boring Super Bowl, but hey, W.
Yeah, they do it like 4 times in a row. They get their first down, or like 3 times in a row, and it's like third and 1 or whatever, and then they just bomb it downfield to Devontae Smith or the other guy.
AJ Brown.
Yeah,
That guy.
the number 1 receiver, and not AJ.
Yeah. The Eagles defense has also been really good. They've only allowed 300 yards passing by a quarterback once this season. That was on Christmas Eve against Dak. He threw for 347 yards. You okay?
It's just funny that it's the Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I mean it was a good game. It was one of their 3 losses. One of their games that they did not have Jalen Hurts for. And so they have one of the top defenses in the NFL. But Mahomes, he played against Denver twice, and he threw for over 300 yards. They had one of the best defenses in the NFL. Both times he threw for over 300. He threw for over 400 against San Francisco.
He did.
And so I don't know how much the defense is going to slow down Mahomes, just based on what we've seen this year. And then also, okay, that's a secondary and whatnot. How about that front 7, applying pressure to the Chiefs? They got 69 sacks this year, the Eagles do.
Jeez, man.
Which is close to a record, I think. I don't think it's a record. But the Chiefs have only allowed 26 sacks this year. Like their offensive line's been pretty underrated. Like the Eagles have the best, but I feel like the Chiefs is up there.
Yeah. Protect Mahomes, dude.
Yeah, I think the big thing that the Eagles have there though is they don't have just like one guy, that can rush the passer. I think Brandon Graham, I want to say, has 11 sacks, or maybe it's Sweat. One of them has like 11 sacks this year, which is also up there. Reddick is the main pass rush guy, and they just keep rotating guys in there.
Yeah, that's what our friend David was talking about. He's an Eagles fan. He's very annoying about it, and that's part of the reason I want them to lose, but I don't think they will. And
because they can always stay fresh, while the Chiefs have that same offensive line out there, taking on those fresh guys.
Is it like possible for neither team to win? Can we do that, please?
Do a tie?
Yeah, just like a tie.
No, we can have overtime though. It could be exciting.
If the field falls, remember Dark Knight Rising when Bane blew up the
I've seen the clips on YouTube.
And the pass, the punt return or kick return guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that. Let's do that this Super Bowl season.
Just blow it all up.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were some numbers I'm looking at. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think the Eagles' defense is going to slow them down a little bit. Hold them to some field goals where normally Chiefs would maybe score, a Travis Kelce touchdown or someone else, I guess. Normally those
somebody else, yeah.
Normally those go to Kelce. I have the final score being Chiefs 32, Eagles 34.
Yeah. I can see that happening.
Yeah, I just did my little cute thing where I played it out in my mind.
You're like,
yeah, and then, whoa, they missed a 2-point conversion. Oh my goodness. And that's how we got the 32.
Yeah, okay. Sure. I think the Eagles will win, but Patrick Mahomes will not be stopped for throwing.
Mm-hmm.
If he loses this game, I think it'll be on his defense for the most part.
If he loses this game, he is not going to be Hall of Fame eligible.
That's correct. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
We've decided.
So are you picking the Eagles?
I am picking the Eagles, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were picking the Chiefs.
No, I want the Chiefs to win, but I also kind of hate the Chiefs because of
goodness
reasons. And they kind of just own the Bills, which I don't appreciate too much.
They do.
And apparently Cincinnati does too.
Mm-hmm. Third best team in the AFC, Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, but we get spanked by top 2. So it's not my favorite thing. But I like to see Mahomes be better than Brady, like I said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just his brother and his family is just really annoying.
Good thing they don't get the rings.
That is a good thing, but they do make TikToks and
they do that.
videos. I saw a video of his wife.
Oh no,
she was just screaming like,
"Oh yeah, I've seen that one."
Oh my
Probably.
goodness,
They're all the same.
Oh, and the video of him is don't have a resting.
Oh yeah,
he's like, Patrick said don't have a rest. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness.
So what's your score prediction?
I think it could be up there. I think you're pretty close to accurate. I'll just be a little bit different. I'll say 28-35. I think that's how I'll go. Or 31-35.
Do you think it'll be 31-35 Eagles?
Yeah, 35's they'd have to not score any field goals. Frick.
Or they get a 2-point conversion at some point in there. Chiefs defense isn't great. It's okay. but
Let's say 31-33.
31-33 Eagles.
Yeah, let's say that. Let's say that, and then
Very close to my. So you just took my score and went -1 on both of them.
I think it's more realistic. Because
Sure, yeah.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I guess it's realistic. Is that what you're gonna say?
That is what I'm going to say. David also sent me his predictions.
Oh, let's hear.
So he's,
Eagles 900,000 to 0.
He's actually got the Chiefs winning.
Oh,
He's got Eagles 37, Chiefs 27, and he wrote me a little novel to go with it. So get my audiobook voice going.
a long, long time ago.
Mahomes will give his team the lead early in the first quarter, but the Eagles will score 24 unanswered to go into the half. Stopping Mahomes will not be easy by any means, but the Bucs did it in this game 2 years ago with elite pass rush and ball hawking DBs. That's exactly what the Eagles have, and I think that will decide this game. Hurts goes on to win Super Bowl MVP with 2 rushing touchdowns and a passing one too. I could be very wrong about this prediction, but we'll see. The end.
I'm glad he added that.
The disclaimer.
Yeah. I'm glad he added that because I was about to change my prediction. See how annoying you Eagles fans are?
No, he's the most tame Eagles fan in the world.
I know, but he's still annoying.
I think that's just how people are about their teams.
No, because we aren't like that about our teams. We're more like we lost and we suck and we're bad.
That's because my team had a bad year.
My team lost because we didn't play well because we're terrible.
Because you are a fan of a bad team.
Yeah, and that's how it is. But I'd like to jump through tables and squirt mustard all over myself. That'd be fun.
You should do that
Go
whenever
Bills,
we go to Buffalo. So yeah, that's
next season, 6-11.
Everyone has the Eagles playing. So congratulations to the Chiefs winning your 3rd Super Bowl.
Congrats, buddy. I'm proud of you, Mahomes. I'm here.
He's there holding the Lombardi.
I'm here.
I mean, I think this could be one of the best Super Bowls of all time. Just looking at it on paper.
Just looking at it because you saw this season and it's the most recent one to you and recency biased. And
I read the script.
What did the script tell you who was going to win?
It told me the Eagles are going to win 34-32.
Well, I didn't see the script, so that's not fair.
No fair at all. But I mean, just on paper, it looks like it's going to be really good. I've said that about several games this year that ended up not being really good, like the Bengals and the Bills, both times. And
I think it could have been good the first time.
And I thought Eagles-Niners is going to be one of the games of the year, and it was not.
It was one of the games of the
It was one
year.
of the games of all time. It did happen. So we'll see. I think it's going to be really good. But, I mean, that's why we watch it, in case it might be bad. Just in case.
We're just going to see the recap on YouTube, the 20-minute one.
Yeah, we're just going to watch the highlights.
The highlights. And actually, we're just going to watch the halftime show.
That's all we're here for.
And then
the commercials.
See the score after.
We mute it while the game's on.
I'm so excited for the Burger King commercial if they make a new one.
Okay, well, did you see they released Whopper on Spotify? But it's just the commercial. It's not like they made a real song. And I think songs on Spotify, I don't know if they have to be a minute or something, but they just like put the 30-second ad on twice on one track, and that's all it is. So it is the laziest thing ever.
Lazy writing.
Lazy writing, lazy action. Write a full song. Make it, make a 3-minute song, Burger King. Be better. I hate your ad anyway, and so I'm also never eating there again.
Flame broiled toast with extra toppers impossible or bacon.
And on that note, we'll see you guys after the Super Bowl,
way.
and we'll figure out what we're doing
BK.
in the off season.
Have it your way.
See ya.
You rule.